What's crackin', movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's your boy C-Dub again, and now we got part 3 for Schmoedown Spectacular 3. The first 2 vids have been amazing. We had the Shire Wolves defend the belts. We had Alex Damon defend his Star Wars belt. Dan Murrell took down Clark Wolf in the number 1 contender match. And Emma is going to be the commissioner in some way. And Christian is now the chairman. But now we got the final vid. We got the IG Championship where Mark Kanopic will be defending the belt against that corruption guy, Mike Kalinowski. And the big main event, the Outlaw John Roca will be defending the singles belt against big time Ethan Irwin. I am so hyped for both of these matches. I got Mara defending as well as Roca, but let's get this thing started.
Long day.
Such a long day. Lots of coffee.
Yeah, well, you know, Schmoedown Spectacular 3, the longest, best match ever.
5 matches.
6.
6? So
well, I mean, I don't know. That Finstock match, the championship bowl, I don't know if that counts as a match.
Speaking.
What the? What are you doing?
God!
I'm looking for my mask, okay?
Why would it be in here?
Because I'm leaving no stone unturned, okay? I don't know who took it. Now, you saw what happened in those matches today. I need my mask.
Man, get out of the car.
So it's not here.
It's not here. No.
Does it look like it's here?
Oh, I checked.
Why would we take your mask?
Box and stuff. Well, I had your keys to your car earlier, so I was in here, but now I need a ride. So can you just drive me to the club over here?
No, get out.
Come on.
Get out of the car, Finstock.
Maybe
We've done this
should,
before.
Though. Maybe.
No, he stole Cal.
I'll get you guys in. Don't worry. We'll surpass the whole line. I didn't steal Cal. Kalinowski stole Cal. Cal, Kalinowski, same thing. Guy's a loser. Come on, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Okay, fine.
So we're talking, you're talking about five-way. Yeah, an intergeekdom? Yes. Yeah. Five-way match? Yeah, that's not going to happen. We're going to do things a little different. We're going to do a tournament. It's going to be an intergeekdom tournament.
I'm here with a little bit of an update regarding the Intergeekdom tournament. Mike Kalinowski, the beautiful Mike Kalinowski, is facing off against Jared Haben, and also Coy Jandrew is facing off against the amazing Mara Kanopic, a newcomer in the Schmoedown League.
It's fun. It's going to be fine. You're doing great. You're doing great.
I really don't think this is a good idea, Mike.
Doesn't matter what you think, does it? I hate this so much.
Our rookie here today, the amazing Mara Kanopic. I don't think anyone should just overlook her in this moment here.
Star Trek Into Darkness.
That's correct.
Meriadoc Brandy Buck. Shmi.
2, 1.
Roseanne.
And your winner, the amazing
I feel like we found a new female superstar here. I would be willing to accept the moniker of the Brown Dwarf Star.
Hey, how you doing? No one knew who you were, and now they do, because of me.
Thank you?
I'm just giving you an opportunity to become a superstar. You got a great win. You keep on winning, I'm gonna keep on winning. We'll see where that takes us.
Just one course correction there.
Okay, yes.
Brown Dwarf Star. Denethor. Benjamin Bratt. Stormtrooper. Oh my god. No.
match of her career as she goes up against Rachel Cushing.
Sebulba, Rosemary Harris, Checkup, Bandrol, Laser Sword,
Sudden death.
Han Solo, Mr. Blue, 1983,
Match of the year.
Tex, literally put the same thing. Steve Rogers,
And Rachel.
Jimmy Tiller, Superman.
And your winner! Mara Knopic is in the finals. That was a great match. I just want to say, excuse me here, that was a great match. That was fantastic. You did great there. I just gotta say, remember what I said earlier? You keep winning, and I'll keep winning. We'll see what happens. He is Mike the Killer Kalinowski! Known as the Killer, the head of corruption, the agent of chaos in the movie trivia Schmoedown. Please welcome Mike Kalinowski! Working on a new kind of blank-based gas. 5, 4.
Hydrogen, the Destroyer. I'm gonna enjoy being at that live event. 2000.
And your winner advances to the finals, Mike the Killer Kalinowski! He is going to the final.
And guess who I'm gonna be facing? Mara. She held up her end of the bargain, as did I. I created a monster and I've got to face her, because I'm a man of my word. I've created this entire tournament, giving you some of the best matches you've all ever seen, and here I am going for that belt.
Mustafar, Bones,
Stuck, my boy.
Kronos,
Points all around here.
the Cross of Coronado. That is correct! 5 points!
Mike Kalinowski, your question. Name the 2 robotic arms that Tony Stark utilizes in his lab, as mentioned in the Iron Man solo films and in Homecoming. 5.
Is it Laurel and Hardy?
4. And your winner,
You shitting me?
Mara!
Here we are. So we move forward. This is what this tournament was about. We'll be facing each other again. You know, we're gonna do this dance forever. We are here for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown live event, the Intergeekdom Championship.
This is Jason Inman. You know his Intergeekdom prowess, and then one of the newest, one of the freshest, and one of the best stars that I can say we've ever had in Intergeekdom. Mara is the competitor that I have been wishing for. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Daphne Keene,
Daphne Keene.
Jack Bauer,
Jack Bauer, 24. Movie release dates. Movie release dates. Wow.
2005, 1993, 1984, 1987, 2013.
Correct. So 2 points. All around for the amazing Mara Knopic. That was goddamn impressive. Alerts.
Bold,
That's correct. 5-pointer. When Gandalf enters Bilbo's house at the start of Fellowship, Bilbo says he's got a few bottles of which type of wine left?
Mara,
5.
what happens?
4.
You did well, though. I'm going to say
2.
Brandy Buck.
And your winner and new Movie Trivia Schmoedown Intergeekdom Champion, Mara Knopic!
I want whoever beats me to be someone that is even what?
Hello, sheep. Everyone's like, what's that? Is it done? Is it over? It's over when I say it's over. Mara, come on up here, Mara. Come on up here, Mara. I should have been on the stage tonight. We're not doing that 4-way. We're not doing a 3-way. We're not going to do any #1 contender match. Here's what we're going to do. You and I, spectacular, for that belt.
You and Kalinowski are at the Spectacular.
If he wants to manipulate the system, I will just beat him again and we can end the argument once and for all.
Kalinowski Knopic 2 at the Spectacular.
Mara deserves that belt that she's holding right now. That belt is with her. Pretty soon, it's going to be right here on my shoulder.
This isn't Mike's game anymore. This is my game. This is done and over. Corruption is finished in Intergeekdom.
matches, could be main events all on their own anywhere, and we've got them here in this video. Mark, what's going on?
Christian, my nickname is Sco. There it is, baby carrots. This is the season of giving, and boy, the Schmoedown is the gift that just keeps on giving out gifts all around the movie trivia galaxy, because 4 matches are in the books. They were fantastic. A lot of stuff happening behind the scenes here as well as on the desk, and then you and me, we're just kind of witnesses to all this chaos. And what we have for the kids in this video, video 3, the final 2 matches of the Schmoedown Spectacular Part 3. Oh my gosh, we're going to see who's going to New York, but before we get to that, we are going to see who the new or the reigning, continuing Intergeekdom champion is going to be.
Well, and if you watched right before this happened, Mike Kalinowski's reign is done. It's over. The stuff that he's been trying to do this season, you're welcome. It's come to an end. Look, he also, maybe he got a little too out of control, and that's partially on me. But the thing is, one of those things that he did was give himself a title shot. Now, what also needs to be said is that Mike Kalinowski earned his way in the tournament that he created, but he made his way through that tournament, and he looked dominant doing it. He also put Mara Kanopik in the tournament, and that was a crucial error because she was phenomenal. She is amazing, hence her nickname. She won 4 matches, and in that final, that 4th match, it was against Mike Kalinowski. They went back and forth, and Mara Kanopik took the victory, won the tournament, and beat Mike Kalinowski. She went on to beat Jason Inman at the live event for the championship, and that's when Mike Kalinowski snapped. He crashed the live event, and he started to abuse his power, went from doing good things and helping execute the plan in regards to Anarchy and the tournament. But when he started giving himself title shots, Ken Knapsack title shots, enough was enough. So I told him today, because I don't think it's fair that he gave himself this title shot.
No, sorry.
But the thing is, if he happens to win today, there's an immediate rematch, and Mara Kanopik will play in New York as well against Mike Kalinowski. However, if Mara Kanopik retains, then we'll have a completely different card, and it is time for these two to go head-to-head. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, you see that, Thad? You see that, Kalinowski? That's the Commissioner Nate. That's a chairman right there. The chairman of the board, Frank Sinatra. I'm Dean Martin, Mike Kalinowski, maybe Peter Lowry at best. But we're here not to talk about some of the great from the Rat Pack era. We're here to talk about Intergeekdom stuff. I don't know that there's 2 people on Earth. Maybe I think of a few off the top of my head that know it better than Mike Kalinowski, and certainly none so far this year better than Mark Knopik.
Right, so we are going to hear from both our competitors. Here we go.
I mean, what better place to do this than at a place that is synonymous with being amazing? So, it's going to be a fun ride. I would be optimistic and say that I know a trivia or 2. And, you know, this isn't Mike's game anymore. This is my game. So, if it's going to have to happen, I'm going to play by the rules. But this is done and over. Corruption is finished in Intergeekdom.
Hello, Sheep. Here I am. Spectacular. Going for the Intergeekdom Championship belt from the beginning where I should have been going. You know what? People are saying, you know, I gotta put this out there. Mara deserves that belt that she's holding right now. She did what I told her to do. I gave her the shot, and she took it. I'm so proud of her. I could not be more proud of what Mara has done in this league. And you know what? She beat me. Fair and square. 5 rounds. I beat her 4 of those rounds to the 5th round, and she did what she did. She beat me. She has my respect.
It's been a meteoric rise for this Brown Dwarf star, so to speak. TM, by the way, that's coming. And I would like to think that going 5-0 undefeated will certainly put me in the Schmoedown Leagues of history, but having the first female singles champion defend the title successfully and be 6-0 undefeated in the season, going into the next year, just thinking, let's just see the next new person. Who's it going to be? I want to see the next me. I think that's a great place to end my year. It's like a late Hanukkah gift.
Let's talk about respect for a minute. Something you Sheep have still not given me. But you're gonna give it to me when I take that belt. I'm gonna take this match from Mara. She's done great so far. That belt is with her pretty soon. It's gonna be right here on my shoulder.
Hey Mike, what's up? I got plenty of sleep last night. I'm well hydrated. I've eaten calories, and I think that this is going to be a fun match. Please don't be surprised if I show talent. Please don't be surprised if you cry tears. It's going to be super fun.
What? I don't want to talk about Paulie. I'm not going to talk about Paulie G. What? No, we're not talking about Paulie G. You want to know about Paulie G? You think he's pulling the strings? You know, I'm not talking about Paulie G. You want to know who's pulling strings? I'm still pulling strings, and you guys are going to see when that championship belt's on this shoulder. Paulie G.
Look, obviously, Mike Kalinowski is heated. He is mad. He's blaming the fans. He's blaming me. He's blaming everybody. And, you know, and we know he's not going to get a nice reaction from the fans. We know he's not going to when he comes out here today, but he doesn't care anymore. He just wants that championship. The question is it going to be like Gollum for him? Is it going to be his downfall, or is he going to be able to focus? But the other question...
I hope he's got more clothes.
Well, the other question is Mark Anopik, who is 5-0. That is a big feat all in itself. To go 6-0 with a title defense, it is something that we've never seen before, and it's a lot to ask of one player. So we're going to see what's going to happen here, and this is a big stage for the two of them. Ready to look at it. Here are some of the notable accomplishments from both. Mike Kalinowski had 2 knockouts in the Inner Geekdom tournament. He had victories over Lavick and Donica. He created the tournament. Mara has victories over Cushing, Kalinowski, and Jason Inman. She's the first rookie to go 5-0 and win the title, and she is the Inner Geekdom tournament winner. So with that being said, how about you?
Oh yeah, I could do this literally all day.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown! Yeah! 5 rounds for the Inner Geekdom Championship of the World. Introducing first, the challenger, representing Corruption, with a record 3 wins, 3 defeats, and 2 knockouts. He is the 2018 Inner Geekdom Tournament finalist, Mike the Killer Kalinowski. Cheers, and now there's the booze. He's looking right at you. You're waving at him. Hey, man, I'm just, you know.
Oh, there's the puppetry.
I'm just thinking, why are you worried about me? Why are you worried about me? You should focus on your match.
I would like to point out to Mike Kalinowski, I in fact am taking time out from the Chuckle Hut to be here today.
You should worry about me when you should be worried about the person who's going to be.
I'm literally missing pay from the Chuckle Hut because I'm here right now.
That's fine. And his opponent, with a record of 5 wins, no defeats, and 2 knockouts. She is the 2018 Inner Geekdom Tournament winner and the reigning, defending, undefeated, undisputed Inner Geekdom Champion of the World, the amazing Mark showing the champion respect.
That's right. She's gonna place the belt up there as best she can. It's such a heavy belt.
It's a heavy belt. It's gonna land.
As heavy as the belt is, the holder of the belt may feel like it is weighing 1,000 pounds.
That's all right. We know it's there.
Yeah, it's there.
It's there. All right, so Mike Kalinowski, the challenger, Mark Anopik, the champion. 5 rounds for the Inner Geekdom Championship of the World, and we are going to start getting into the rules of the said match. Mark, how's it going?
That's a bummer because I really like that Indiana Jones music, but we do have a match to play, and it is 5 rounds long. In round 1, it's going to be like a normal Inner Geekdom match. You're going to have questions that come from 10 different parts of the Inner Geekdom movie trivia Schmoedown galaxy. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round 1. As soon as we ask the question, please write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard that we have so kindly provided for you. You have about 15 seconds, like I said, to do so. When we ask you by name to reveal your answer, please show what you wrote down to your camera. At the same time, you verbalize your attempt of an answer into the microphone. Keep in mind, you each have 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. If you're not sure you heard a question right, you need to buy yourself some time, or you just want it repeated, use the JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to be used, but again, keep in mind, it's a 5-round match. It also includes a betting round and a speed round, Christian.
All right, with that said, the champion, are you ready?
I've been ready since 19 always.
The challenger, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! Here we go. All right. Question 1 in the realm of Marvel. Who plays the villainous Carlton Drake in Venom?
You have any of the comic books from when you were a kid?
Yeah, they're in the garage.
Still got some.
5,
Riz Ahmed.
4. You have issues. 3, 2,
I thought we were having fun.
1. Pens down. Mara.
Spelling error, but Riz Ahmed.
That's correct. Mike.
Riz Ahmed?
Yep. Tie game.
I think for future reference, Mara didn't spell it right. So we move on to the place where nerds go to honeymoon, Middle Earth. And your question is, in the Two Towers, what does Gollum warn Frodo and Sam not to follow in the Dead Marshes? I mean, I saw this in the theater. It was
5,
good.
4,
And
3, 2. You're just talking to yourself.
trivia.
1 points down. Mike Kalinowski.
The Stone Path?
It's incorrect, Mara.
The light.
That's correct. Mara Kanata goes up by 1. 2-1.
Gollum is hard to understand.
Yeah. Question 3. Star Trek. In what film are Lieutenant Commander Geordi LaForge's eyes briefly healed so that he doesn't need to wear his ocular implants?
The guy from Reading Rainbow.
5,
Right.
4, 3,
Insurrection?
1. Pens down. And Mara Kanata.
Star Trek Insurrection.
Yes, it is. Mike.
I didn't get it. Star Trek Generations.
Wow. All right. So Mara going up by 2 here.
All right. See if
okay,
Mike
never mind.
Kalinowski can recover with the next category. That would be Star Wars. Don't worry, Alex Damon has left the building. And your question is, what is the name of the Rebel Alliance base on Hoth featured in the opening of The Empire Strikes Back? Your favorite movie.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Most
by the way.
people's.
I go Jedi,
5,
then I go Empire. I
4,
think.
3, 2,
Echo Base?
1. Mike Kalinowski.
Is it Echo Base?
It is.
I
Mara.
did not have
Did
that.
not have it, so Mike gets a point back.
Honnold, buddy, do you
3-2.
read me?
3-2. Next question here. Harry Potter. What class does Professor Sybil Trelawney teach at Hogwarts?
Trelawney.
Well, I got close.
I love how you don't even attempt to pronounce that.
No, I was waiting for Rachel, or I'm going to scream it at me. 5,
They
4,
deliver it in a classy
3, 2, 1. Mara.
Potion?
Divination.
Yes, it is. Mike.
Divination.
Got it. Okay.
They got it.
4-3.
Kalinowski hanging in after some early struggles. Your next question comes from the world of DC. This is DC. In Superman 3, who plays the villainous multimillionaire Ross Webster? Speaking of,
Yes.
I miss the sitcom Webster. If I give you Webster or Who's the Boss, what are you
5.
watching?
Who's the boss? 4, 3,
Different strokes?
2.
Robert
Who's the boss?
Vaughn.
1. Pens down, please. And Mike Kalinowski.
Is it Robert Vaughn?
It is.
I didn't have it.
Wow. Tie game.
Okay.
Tie game.
Here we go.
All right. MCU. In the MCU, what is the name of the device that Tony has a miniature version of implanted in his chest and a massive version of powering Stark Tower in NYC?
That MCU
Arc reactor.
How is it they can release a
5,
new movie like every 3
4,
months
3,
and they all make money?
2, I can count. 1. Pens down, please. And Mara.
Arc reactor.
Yes. Mike.
Arc Reactor.
Yep. Tie game. All right. 5-5. 2 questions left.
3 questions left.
Excuse me.
And you were saying what about counting? Mixed bag.
Well, I'm good at it.
Mixed bag, and I'm going to reach deep into the bag and pull out a question. Back to the Future. In Back to the Future, Doc Brown came up with the idea for the flux capacitor after falling off of what? You talk about next season.
Yeah.
Is there like a Back to the Future
5,
thing that I could do?
4, maybe.
I might win
3.
that.
Well, they played one already.
Toilet.
Did they?
1. Pens down, please. And Mike Kalinowski.
Ladder?
Incorrect.
Toilet.
That's correct.
Hanging a clock.
Mara takes it.
Is that right, Chris?
Mara goes back and takes the lead. And next question is from the DCEU, or whatever the hell it's called.
It's the DCEU, Christian.
Fine. Which DCEU film has the tagline, Accomplish Wonder?
I'm going to ask a really dumb question.
Yes.
DC.
Yes.
District Comics.
The ass
Man
down
of
there.
District
Steel.
of Comica.
5 of Columbia. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mara.
Man of Steel.
It is. Mike.
Wonder Woman.
Wow, so
That's a tough one. That's
Mara goes up by 2. Mara goes up by 2.
That one will trip you up, yeah.
7-5. 7-5.
7-5, and Mark Knopik currently enjoying a 2-point cushion over Mike Kalinowski as we get to the last question in round number 1, and it's a Patreon question. The following question comes to us from loyal Movie Trivia Schmoedown patron member Andy Schick, everybody. Andy Schick. I shave using a Schick razor. Thanks for the razors and thanks for the love, Andy. Andy supporting our show. You can too. Check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon today. His category that he wanted in this Inner Geekdom Championship match, heroes and villains. One of each is currently represented on the desk. The question is, in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, after Walter Donovan poorly chose a chalice, deeming it the cup of the King of Kings, Indy surmised the Grail would be the cup of what? The cup of a what? I like Andy's questions. 4,
Yes.
3, 2.
Will you repeat the question?
Yep, certainly. In Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, after Walter Donovan poorly chose a chalice, deeming it the cup of the King of Kings, Indy surmised the Grail would be the cup of a what?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Mike.
Carpenter.
Yes, it is. Mara.
I don't think you can give it to me. I put Carpenter, and I was going to line that out. I don't think you can give
Yeah,
me that.
can't take Carpenter and Popper on there
Yeah,
together, so
that's fine.
unfortunately, it's not going to go Mark Knopik's way for that question, but she still gets a 1-point advantage over Mike Kalinowski for all the work she did do in round number 1. But Kalinowski, he really stumbled early out of the gate, and most competitors, when they're going up against somebody who's 5-0, like Mark Knopik is, that might have been the match, but Kalinowski showing a lot of backbone here. You got to give him credit for that.
Absolutely. It was a good fight. He was down, but now it's only a 1-point lead by the champion as we get to round number 2. How does round number 2, Mark? How does it work?
It's a wheel round, and I'm so happy to say that the Wheel of Justice, Doom, and Fate is a sponsored wheel today by a Schmoedown patron, Josh Copton, everybody. Josh Copton, shout out to Josh. And Josh sponsored the entire wheel. The sponsored wheel slices that Josh likes are Harry Potter and mixed bag. Thank you, Josh, for watching the show. Okay, the wheel round works as thus. Each competitor gets 1 spin at the wheel. If you don't like the category you spin, we give you 1 mulligan, Scottish for do-over. You spin again, and whatever you land on, you have to answer 5. Remember, 5 questions in an Inner Geekdom from said category. Each question is worth 2 points. There's no penalty for missing a question. However, stealing is available in round number 2. If we ask you a question, you're not sure of the answer, just ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question does go down to 1. Remember, you still have your JTE rules that you have saved and a challenge. And because Mara has a 1-point lead, you're also the favorite. You can spin first or you can defer to Mike Kalinowski. What do you feel like, Mara?
I will let Mike spin first.
Okay,
Mike's gonna go ahead and spin
first. Mike's Bill from the wheel, not the
There he
peg.
goes.
Mara has 2 JTEs left. And Mike has all 3. There you go, Mike.
He's looking at the wheel and say this about Mike Kalinowski, you know. People give him a hard time. I've given him a hard time. The guy looks good in a suit.
He does.
You know?
This is vintage, Mike. This is what he debuted in the league with, was the song, the look, everything. He's kind of gone back to basics.
I would call it Return of the Jedi, Mike.
What's he looking at? What's he looking at here?
It could be Marvel movies, Star Wars. Speaking of Jedi,
Star Wars.
he's going to spin away.
Spinning away from Star Wars. All right.
Spun away from Star Wars, Christian, which is pretty much a spit in the face of you and I.
I understand. It's funny. It's how I first met Mike Kalinowski.
He was spinning away from Star Wars?
He was spinning away, running away from it. No, him and his friend Nate Bigelow were going to watch The Phantom Menace back in Tallahassee, Florida.
Tallahassee, Florida. Is that still a thing?
Yeah, kind of.
Middle Earth.
Middle Earth. Middle Earth. All right, Middle Earth it is. Mike is going to get 5 questions from Middle Earth. 5 questions. All right, Mike. First introduced in The Two Towers, who plays the character of Eowyn?
Miranda Otto.
That's correct.
All right, Kalinowski. Taking the lead.
Question 2. In the Hobbit films, what is the name of the hedgehog that Radagast finds dying and magics back to health?
Sebastian.
That's correct.
There's a hedgehog Radagast?
I guess.
I call them Sonic.
Not counting the prologue, The events that transpire in the Lord of the Rings trilogy happen in what age of Middle-earth?
The third age.
That's correct. All right, 2 more questions. In the Hobbit trilogy, how are Fili and Kili related to Thorin?
I think they're nephews.
They are his cousins.
That's incorrect.
They're his nephews.
That's correct.
What a steal that is. Mike Kalinowski had a lot of momentum. He still has the lead, but Mark Kanopic, that's a 4-point swing.
All right, last question. Last question. Shadowfax, the lord of all horses in Middle-earth, belongs to what breed? Five.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Felaroth, B, Miraz, C, Rohirrim, D, Hurin?
C. Rohirrim.
5, 4, 3, 2. B is correct.
All right.
All right, so with
one.
that, so 5 questions in. It is 13-9, 4-point lead over the champion here. Mara Kanopic is going to spin the wheel now. Champion goes to see what can she pull off.
She got a steal here, and you got to think the mindset for Mara now is just whatever you do, whatever you spin, don't let Kalinowski get a steal and get any momentum from you.
Well, she did that. She did just that. She stole it right away.
Kalinowski was rolling in that category. Very impressive early in round number 2 for Mike.
He answered that question a little confidently. I wonder if he took some time, if he would have gotten it, or maybe not.
So round and round the wheel goes for the Brown Dwarf Star, Dwarf Brown Star.
Yep. Brown horses, right?
Is it going to be Marvel? Is it going to be Star Wars this time?
It is Star Wars.
Is she also going to spit
Star
right in her
Wars?
face?
She wants away from it.
She is.
Nobody wants Star Wars. Alex Damon is stomping his feet.
All right.
What's it gonna land on?
Mara, it's like she doesn't have a weakness. And you watch this go around, you wonder if Mixed Bag might trip her up simply because you're not sure what's coming.
We're gonna find out.
Is it going to be a Who Said It? A quotable...
Who said it? All right, who said this? Gasp from the crowd.
All right, Mara. As you might infer from the title or the playful tone of the wheel slice, Who Said It? I'm going to ask you about some quote stuff. Your question is, first out of 5, what DCEU character said, "I can save today, you can save the world"?
Steve Trevor? Steve Trevor.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Will you repeat the question?
What DCEU character said, "I can save today, you can save the world"?
Steve Trevor.
2 points.
Correct.
Usage of the JTE rule spent, but she pulls within 2 of Mike, and she's got 4 questions left in her round 2 slate. Your next question, Mara. What wizard said, "True courage is about knowing not when to take a life, but when to spare one"?
Gandalf.
That is correct. Gandalf the Wise, and probably high. Your next question. Who said, "Bounty hunters, we don't need their scum"?
It's from Empire.
4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Admiral Piet, B, General Veers, C, Emperor Palpatine, or D, General Moti?
A? Admiral Piet?
5, 4, 3.
B.
That is incorrect, Mike Kalinowski. Your multiple choice options.
Please.
Is it A, Admiral Piet, B, General Veers, C, Emperor Palpatine, or D, General Moti?
A.
It is A,
Point steal.
and Kalinowski sneaks ahead again by 1. We talked about how important the steal was in Mike's round, in round number 2, and now Mark Kanopic suffers a similar fate. Mara, back to you. Here's your question for 2 points if you get it right off the bat. Who said, "Do you know the Klingon proverb that tells us revenge is a dish that is best served cold? It is very cold in space"?
Khan Union Singh.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Khan, B, Cybok, C, Nero,
Khan.
or D, Krug?
Khan.
A.
It is A.
Correct. Ties it up. Tie game.
We're back to tied, and Mara has 1 more question. She gets this right, we're going to be looking at her having a 2-point lead heading into the betting round. Mara, your question. What What hero comic book character said, "My weakness, small knives. Anything but knives"?
Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
5,
Spider-Man.
3, 2.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Hit Girl, B, Spider-Man, C, Deadpool, or D,
Spider-Man.
Iron Man?
Hit girl.
It's incorrect. Mike Kalinowski for the steal. Is it A, Hit Girl, B, Spider-Man, C, Deadpool, or D, Iron Man?
5.
Deadpool?
We are tied going into the next round because neither competitor got that one right. It was Spider-Man. Spider-Man. He's a kid. He's afraid of knives.
So we're all tied up here. Round 2's in the books, and we're tied up. The champion has 14. The challenger has 14. Round number 3 is the betting round. How does that work, Mark?
The betting round works as such. We're going to have Mark Kanopic, because we're tied here at 14. She's going to give that wheel one last spin. Once she does so, it's going to settle on a category. Whatever that category is, each competitor is going to bet. You can wager 0 of your points. You can wager up to 3 points. You can also pick 1 point or 2 points, but be careful, because that will reflect how confident you are in said genre. If you get the question right, you gain that many points, but if you miss it, you lose that amount of points off your total. So the scores can really change here, as can the damage between two competitors. Here comes Mara to spin that wheel.
Yep.
And see what it lands on.
Mara has 1 JT rule left. Mike has 6. Whatever it might be.
And it could be Who Said It. It could be Middle Earth again. Maybe it's even Star Wars. You and I get lucky.
And this is really where the strategy comes in, how confident they are in the category that's chosen, and how many you're going to bet. How many points do you bet here? Very interesting. This could be a big swing, as we saw
Coming
in
up to Star Wars, or maybe movie release dates.
Ooh. DC movies.
DC
movies. So DC movies, you're going to get a question. Make sure you write your point question down. How many points you want to bet from 0 to 3?
3.
0 to 3. All right, here we go. This actress played Senator June Finch in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Mike writing it down. 5,
Holly Hunter.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
But real quick, I mean, they got category DC movies. That's a DCEU movie. But, you know. But yeah, answer Holly Hunter.
Mara, how many points did you bet?
1.
And you chose?
Holly Hunter.
And Mike, you chose how many points?
I chose 2. Holly Hunter.
Both correct. Mike goes up by 1. Mike goes up by 1 because he bet more. So 16-15. Mike has a 1-point lead now as we get into round number 4. This is the speed round. Mike's going jacket off here for the speed round. Speed round it is. Mark, we are on the speed round. How does that go?
It is the lightning round, also known as the buzzer round. Christian's going to ask all 5 questions, and they're going to go fast and furious. That's why we call it the lightning round. As soon as he asks it, the competitors can buzz in. Once they buzz in and I address them by name, they're going to have exactly 2 seconds, no more, to answer the question. If they get it right, they get a point. Congratulations. But if they get it wrong, they lose a point, and we move on to the next question. Christian, are you ready?
Ready to go. So the champion, are you ready? Kalinowski, ready?
Yes.
Wow.
All right.
Grandpa taking a long pull off his whiskey.
All right, here we go, guys. How many films featured Richard Harris as Professor Albus?
2.
Mara.
2.
Correct. Tie game. Which planet was destroyed by Nero in J.J. Abrams'
New Vulcan.
Correct. All right. Who is the first member of the Avengers to appear on screen in Avengers
Thor.
Infinity War?
Thor.
Mara.
Thor.
Correct. Who addresses Luke Skywalker as Sir Luke?
C-3PO.
Mara.
C-3PO.
Correct. Last one. Who plays Dick Grayson, a.k.a.
Chris
Robin,
O'Donnell.
in Batman for Mike?
Chris O'Donnell.
Correct. Tie game. What a speed round.
We've had today.
What a speed round so far. Tied up.
Yeah.
Going into the championship 5th and final round.
And I think the crowd's showing their appreciation. You may root against Mike, you may root for Mara. want her to win, but the crowd showing their appreciation of both competitors as we head into the final round.
It's similar to their first battle. They were just back and forth the whole time, and now we're back to round number 3. Back to round number 5. Here we go. Mark, how's it go?
Here's how it works. Everybody in the studio audience, hold hands as we don't pray to get sudden death. Now, if we get sudden death, don't worry, we'll play because you guys have earned that right, and the belt is going to go one way or the other, possibly by the end of this round. You each are going to give us a series of numbers. These numbers can range from 1 to 16. From 1 to 16. You give us each 3 numbers. Those numbers correspond to a different corner of the Inner Geekdom Movie Trivia Schmoedown Galaxy. Your first question is going to be worth 2 points. Your next one is worth 3, and your last one, should we make it that far, is worth 5 points. That could determine the match and where that belt goes next. So it is a tied game. Mara, you are the favorite and the defending champion. So you'll give us your series of 3 numbers first, then we'll hear Mike's.
9, 2, and 7.
9, 2, and 7 for the champion, the challenger.
3, 8, and 14.
There you go. All right. So we're gonna start with the challenger here. Tie game. We start with the challenger. Mike, you chose number 3. Scores and soundtracks. All right, here you go. Alan Silvestri composed full scores for which 3 already released MCU films?
Avengers.
Give you 20.
Captain America, the first Avenger.
Yep.
Infinity War, and Captain.
Avengers Infinity War.
Correct. All right.
Wow. Yep. Good. That's a mouthful for a 2-pointer, but he gets it right. Now we move on to Mara, who selected number 9 for your 2-point question. Selected number 9, Mara, and your question is in the world of Marvel. These are Marvel movies, and the query is, what is the name of the robotic warrior that Wolverine fights
Silver
at the end
Samurai.
of the Wolverine?
Silver Samurai.
Correct.
2 points.
Back to Mike Kalinowski.
I'm smelling overtime, Christian. I'm smelling it. It's on the stove.
All right. Kalinowski chose 8. The DCEU. DCEU. All right. Here you go. Mike, what item does Steve give Diana at the end of Wonder Woman
A watch.
upon saying his final goodbye?
A watch. A watch.
It is his watch.
That's correct. All right.
Right. Belonged to his daddy, belonged to him. Now I guess Wonder Woman has it.
All right. So now we go back to Mara Kanopik, who chose category number 2.
Mara, you chose number 2 for 3 points. And just remind me again, what was that song from that you walked in the ring to?
That's Pretty in Pink.
Right, perfect. I actually believe it was Indiana Jones, and that is what your 3-point question is from. The Wild, Wonderful World of Indiana Jones. 3 movies, they went ahead and made a 4th one. Your question is, for 3 points, in which language did Indy's father make him count to 20 before he would listen to him in the beginning of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade?
Greek.
It was, in fact, Greek.
So
there you go.
Here we go, back and forth again. So Mike Kalinowski is in the position that he was in the opposite time last time. He's got a chance to hit his 5 first. He is going to get a chance to hit his 5 to take the lead. He has category number 14. Category number 14 for Mike. If he hits it, he's got a chance to win the title. If he misses it, it will bounce back to Kanopik for a chance for her to defend the title. And here we go. 14 is who said it. 14 is who said it. Who said, war will make corpses of us all? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Who said, war will make corpses of us all? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Aragorn.
Incorrect. Looking for Faramir. Looking for Faramir.
Faramir.
So now, Mara Kanopik, if she hits the 5-pointer, she will defend the championship and go 6-0. If she misses it, we go to sudden death. Here you go, Mark. She chose category number 7.
Number 7, and the number of Joe Theismann corresponds up here. If I may quote the great Bill Murray, Star Wars. Nothing but Star Wars, a category that neither competitor seemed to want when they spun it in round 2. Now might determine Mike Kalinowski and Mara Kanopic's fate in round number 5. Your 5-point question for the win. In Revenge of the Sith, what are Darth Vader's first 2 words after being put into his infamous life-saving outfit?
Yes, master!
5,
Yes, master!
3,
The babies.
2. Is incorrect. Looking
Yes.
for yes, master. We're going to sudden death.
We are going... I told you I smelled sudden death, did I not?
All right, so now we are going to sudden death. The whiteboards are out. How does it work?
In sudden death overtime, the whiteboards are back out, as are the markers that we were so kind enough to provide. It's going to work a little bit like round 1, except the pressure will be maximized because we're going to ask a question from a random movie trivia category. You're not going to know which inner geekdom genre it is. We're just going to ask the question, write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard in front of you, and whoever blinks first will be the loser. If you both miss, don't worry, we move on to the next question. If you both get the question right, we move on to the next question. But if one of you gets it right and one of you gets it wrong, that's when the winner will be declared. Mara, Mike, I know it's been a long match. You are no stranger to these 5-round epic clashes. Are you guys pretty comfortable with the rules as I have stated them for sudden death?
Yeah.
All right.
You both look thrilled to be here.
How many JT rules do I have left?
You have 2 left. Mara has 1 left. All right, here we go. Sudden death. What is the model number of the gold prototype suit that Tony Stark primarily uses during the events of 2013's Iron Man 3?
Mach 42.
5,
Off with a doozy there.
4, 3, 2, 1. Mara,
42.
Mike Kalinowski.
42.
Correct.
All right. Next one. Next one.
Okay.
All right. Wonder Woman's lasso of truth. Wonder Woman's lasso of truth is also named for what ancient Greek goddess? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mike?
Hestia.
Mara?
Hestia.
Yes? Okay.
All right, your next question in sudden death overtime. What Jedi Master is piloting a starfighter when he's shot down by his clone troopers in Revenge of the Sith?
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Plo
1.
Koon?
Mara
Mace Windu.
and
Sorry.
Mike?
Can we just seriously just cop the...
And your winner and new movie trivia Schmoedown Inner Geekdom champion, Mike the Killer Kalinowski.
Mike Kalinowski takes it. He got it right, and that's the big question that we had here is who's going to win this epic Inner Geekdom matchup. He's got the belt. He had to go to sudden death to do it, but he's going to have to prove it all over again pretty soon, isn't he, Christian?
Another epic battle. This was a sudden death battle. Mike Kalinowski is the Inner Geekdom champion. He did it, and he did it in a tight fight here. 26-25 to the wire, both exhausted, and he takes the championship in a scorcher at the end.
A knockdown, drag-out, slobber knocker for sure, and Mike Kalinowski, Mark Kanopic, both fantastically played games. I mean, that's how you get to sudden death. They both fielded a number of questions correctly, and it just came down to a random Jedi in Revenge of the Sith, and that's how slim the margin was. And now in the interview with the winner and the loser is Jen Sturger. Take it away, Jen.
Thanks, Mark and Christian. I'm back here with the amazing Mara Kanopic. Mara, I know you are upset right now, obviously.
Not really.
It was a tough match, and it was a well-fought match. You put on an amazing performance this entire tournament, with the Inner Geekdom tournament, and then you won against Jason Inman. I mean, you've solidified yourself pretty much as Rookie of the Year.
I don't really care about titles like Rookie of the Year, Player of the Year. It doesn't mean anything. I mean, I'm so glad that the fans care about this. I really do. But I have, at the expense of my health, worked way too hard at this. So I'm just going to take a step back. So that's how I feel about it.
And we are back with your new Inner Geekdom champion, Mr. Mike Kalinowski. Mike?
Yes.
I know you've waited a really long time for this moment.
It's been 2 years. In the beginning, almost a year ago, I said, what did I say at the beginning of this? I said, I'm going after that belt. No more of the theatrics, no more dressing up in costumes, coming in, all that kind of thing like that. I had a goal. You know, some people in the league, they like to say, where's the belts, where's the belts? They never find the belts. I knew where the belt was and what it took to go after it. And where is it right now?
On your shoulder.
It's on my shoulder.
You and Mara had an amazing match out there.
She is...
You never failed to disappoint, the two of you.
She never fails to disappoint. It was like, there were several times in that match, it was like, I'm going to lose. This is it. She is a phenomenal competitor. You know, I just want to say something. A lot of people in this league, they talk about their belts for themselves, and, you know, this is our belt, or we're the league, or this and that, and stuff like that. This belt right here, it's for corruption. You guys stood with me through it all. The ups and the downs to go where we are. So this belt, it's for you guys out there.
And Mike, I know you, and I know all of the studying and all of the work and preparation that goes into these matches. Like, what does this... Absolutely. What does this mean to you?
Well, you know, I had a little bit of weakness at the end of that match there, and it came through because it's all of us put our time into this, our hearts into this. It's, you know, and some people say it's just a game. Others, you know, have their own opinions on it, but it was something I wanted. And, you know, here I am. You know what? I'm going to go shine this belt.
Go for it.
Kalinowski looking pretty confident now because he's got the championship. There he was, happy about it. Mara, you know, again, I think tired from this match. It was a long match. It was a tough match, and it went down to the wire. What a champion she was there, too, fighting all the way to the end in a sudden death. 26-25. It was an amazing match to watch.
These two might be passing that belt back and forth for a while. There's other great competitors in the world of the Inner Geekdom, but man, what a matchup they gave us here today. Mike Kalinowski, a worthy champion. Mark Knopik was maybe a worthy champion again, and we're going to get to find that out sooner rather than later in the year of 2019. And in the meantime, partner, it's not time to close up shop here on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Spectacular 3. We got just one more match, just this little match you may have heard of called the Singles Belt. It is on the line between Ethan Irwin and John the Outlaw Roca, and that's coming right up.
We're not done yet. We are not done yet. John Roca and Ethan Irwin are going to find out who plays Dan Murrell in New York, and it's going to be 5 rounds for the championship when we get back. Just a few minutes.
So, look, I'm working on it. These are the I'm working on placing this order for these big time t-shirts. Big time, championship, your face. We are the champions.
I like it. It's great.
We are the champions. What the hell are you doing?
Oh, interesting. Champion, big time champion, New York.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you think you're getting ahead of yourself here, Jay?
No.
Jumping ahead there? Think you're gonna beat him? He's gonna beat me already?
I don't think I know.
You know?
I know.
I've seen your record with managing people. You shouldn't know anything, son.
Well, here's what I know.
Yeah.
7-1.
Yeah.
It took you a long time to get 3 wins in a row to get to that. So what's basically what you're saying is you know how to lose in big situations.
Well, what I know how to do, which you don't know, is win belts, son. 3 of them. That's what I've done. I've seen them all come and go. Now, I know this kid's come around is pretty amazing. 7-1, won that whole tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a grown man.
Look, y'all, trust me. I tell you what. First, I think it's 6-1, but either way, I'll take it.
Okay.
More importantly, you're a legend. You're a legend in this thing, and I respect you. I respect that. But I tell you what, and other people have been saying this to me as well, you know, every story comes to an end. And today, this is it for you, and I'm sorry.
See how favorite type book goes? It's like Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan at the steroids game.
See, you...
Andre the Giant,
allegedly.
Hulk Hogan, Hogan knows best.
No, what you think is...
Andre the Giant.
What? Is this...
Hulk Hogan toy series.
You almost done? You mean Andre the Giant complaining about Vince McMahon? Andre the Giant can't do it anymore with those old legs of his. Andre the Giant uses a cane to get to the ring, can't even perform anymore. That's what's gonna happen. Look, I know he's
Your Hogan has 4 moves.
You're a
4-move dude.
You almost done.
Okay, cool.
Here's the deal. You beat some great ones, but you're still a rookie. You've only gone 5 rounds once. This is a championship match. That's a whole nother ballgame. Don't start that legend crap, because I ain't retiring. I ain't going nowhere. I fight till I die. That's how it works, Ethan. You've only played one person with a singles championship. That was Dan. I respect you. TKO'd.
And he TKO'd.
Yeah, he did.
Why is he still here?
Because horsemen get put down.
I thought you were being nice. Aren't you being nice?
He's like my good luck charm.
He's supposed to be nice.
I'm just saying. The thing is,
Look,
it's going to be a great
good luck.
Only in America we can do this. Okay. Good luck, man. You're a great competitor.
Get your hands off my hand.
Listen,
Get your hands off my hands. I kind of like this.
It's a prayer thing. Blessings. And you have a great one, Roker. We'll see you when you lose. God bless you. You're cute.
How dare you?
Thank you.
These whack jobs sold my mask.
We are back for the beginning of the Ultimate Schmoedown.
Introducing both Matt Nost and John Roca, Team Top 10.
Here comes the outlaw, John Roca.
Oh, there he is. Look at the outlaw. It's all the action.
Christian, his category to win the game is Star Wars. What are the 3 planet settings in The Empire Strikes Back?
Hoth, Dagobah, Tatooine. The planet was Bespin. I want the rematch. I deserve the rematch, and I'm coming for you. And your winner! Bespin for months has haunted me. I'm gonna knock him down. Sam Levine, Clark Wolf, Dan Morrell, Mark Riley. My road doesn't end until the belt is around my waist. And your winner, advancing to the Ultimate Schmoedown competition,
Barry Levins.
and your winner, and I beat a murderer's road to get here. I beat the head murderer to win the title. You line him up, I knock him down. That's how it works. 4, 3, 2. Michelle Monaghan. And your winner.
I don't make those decisions, but I'm happy to take you and Merle on.
Michael Kite.
And your winner. Well, it's gonna take a while because we gotta win 3 matches to get a shot at the title again. I wrote Jane Fonda down. You gotta get your head out of the clouds, or Cloud City. Outlaw Nation! Emily Blunt, Rock Hudson, or Jane Fonda, and your winner! When I'm dialed in, ain't nobody can beat me. When I'm dialed in, and that's the truth. And all you young ones, all you new rooks, I ain't done by a mile, and I want my title back. So come bring it!
I'm going to throw one name at you. Remember the name. Ethan Irwin. I believe that Ethan Irwin could be a potential champion.
Ethan Big Time Irwin! Les Craig, coming to America. I mean, I should know this since I work at the company. Monica Bellucci. And your winner! I've got my eye on a few of these people.
Oh, do you now?
CIA, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Keeping the Faith, Macaulay Culkin.
1 point behind. It is everything we thought it would be.
Ben Lucas. And your winner, Ethan! I feel like the next step is the Godfather himself. Bobby D, Rugby, Sully, Martin Short. And your winner! I'll take on Merle. I'll take on Stacey Howard. In a perfect world, title shot. Sam Levine.
I feel like I have nothing left to prove. There's only one logical step left, and that is to walk away. Give up both belts.
Who's our next champion?
I'm going to say Ethan Irwin shocks the Schmoedown.
This is a big test for Ethan because Mark Hendrick is that good.
Sam Neill. Correct, Mark. I completely blanked.
Didn't have it.
Wow. Second-hand Lions.
Correct. And Hendrick
Got it. Ethan Irwin has scored a perfect round.
Canada.
correct.
Ghost. Correct. The Warriors.
Correct. Ethan Irwin has to hit the 5-pointer.
Name the
three darling children from Disney's Peter Pan.
Richard and Steven.
And your
My God, Ethan played a hell of a match. Just got knocked off to that pedestal this time around.
There he is. The Outlaw. You know that stupid rule Christian's got with Thad? You gotta win 3 to get a title match? Well, Thad and I, we got a little thing going on. Now it's gonna be 2 wins to get a shot at the title. Bateman, you beat Bateman. One more player, you beat Guy. Think about it, champ.
Five, four, three, two.
Congratulations, man.
A pizza parlor.
Passengers.
And your winner, the Outlaw!
Getting that title.
Time to give me the belt, big man!
$1 Million Baby.
$1 Million Baby.
Wilford Brimley.
Mary McDonald.
Meditate.
Turn his cap around?
That's correct. Mr. Glass.
Out at the museum. Anna and the King.
5 points.
One.
Rosamund Pike.
And your winner,
The champion is John Roca, but he will be playing the winner of the singles tournament at the Spectacular in the main event.
Anybody who comes out of this tournament, because it's chock full of incredible competitors, I'll be happy to play them. I give my heart, I focus, I concentrate, I study, I spend hours studying movie trivia so I can show up and give you a damn good match. We're both dialed in when we talk about the movie trivia Schmoedown.
I will be the manager for big time Ethan Irwin, and that is an amazing thing.
The singles tournament begins. Chance Ellison, he goes up against Ethan Irwin.
What late singer did Brad Pitt's character idolize in the movie Johnny Suede?
Elvis.
And your winner!
My eyes, they're just on the belt. Like, if I have to go through Merle, if I have to go through Roca, it's fine. Ethan Irwin, once again, making it clear he wants the championship. Ethan's been calling Dan out for a while now.
The Warriors. I didn't know it has put Main Streets.
Astro Boy.
A real steal. I had 2. Congratulations, Ethan. All the green grass. And your winner!
It is guaranteed that Ethan will be in the Schmoedown Spectacular.
You're going to have your hands full.
Wolf and Irwin, the stage is set. Whoever pulls off the victory in this 5-round battle will face the champion.
Marcus.
28 days later.
Gene Wilder.
Sleeping Beauty.
Firestarter.
Clark Wolf has to hit her 5-pointer.
South Side with Me.
And your winner, Ethan Big Time Irwin!
Ethan Irwin advances and gets his shot for the championship against the Outlaw John Roca. Ethan Irwin is in the main event.
I ain't scared of Ethan. I ain't intimidated by him. All I care about is that you're coming for this belt. I'm the best there is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be.
The Andre the Giant of the Schmoedown, your new Schmoedown champion.
Hey, big time. It's showtime.
It's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown!
That's right. We have a chairman. The team champions are the Shire Wolves. The #1 contender is Dan Merle. The Star Wars champion is still Alex Damon. Your new Inner Geekdom champion is Mike Kalinowski. And now, the big dance. Like we've been saying, it's Hogan versus Andre. It is time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Singles Championship of the World. The reason why we are here today. Two big figures going head-to-head. A legend against a rookie sensation. Wow.
You say Hogan versus Andre. I say it's the Giants and the Colts from the 58 NFL Championship game. Why do I bring up the New York Giants, you ask? Because the winner of this match will be defending the title in East Rutherford, New Jersey, Giant Stadium.
That's not true.
That's the venue.
Not true at all.
Sold it out.
It is in New York, and the winner of this will be defending the championship against Dangerous Dan Murrell in New York for the gold. And the question again is who? Because you look at these two people, you start out with the challenger, Ethan Irwin, who is 7-1 in his rookie season. He has 2 knockouts. He has only 1 loss to Mark Andreyko, where he lost on the 5-pointer. But after that loss, he rallied. He came back. He beat Chance Ellison in the first round. He TKO'd Dan Murrell in the second round, and then he narrowly defeated, but did beat Clark Wolf, and he has gotten himself here. He is one of the only players to win consecutive 3-game win streaks. The other player to do that, the champion, John Roca. The Outlaw John Roca is a legend in the game. He is a 2-time champion. He is a former team champion. He got the belt back this year when he beat his rival, William the Beast Bibiani. What a road. The last time he had challenged for the belt was a year and a half. He wins the belt, and now we have this epic matchup between Roca and Irwin.
I get paid handsomely to talk not enough today, so let's throw it over to the competitors. That is Ethan Irwin and John Roca. Take it away, gents.
Outlaw Nation, let me hear you. Well. It's time. Ethan Irwin, the Giant, coming for the belt. Let me tell you something, kid. You ain't playing some new kid that just got here like Chance Ellison. You're playing one of the veterans of this league. 3 years I've been doing this thing. 3 spectaculars in a row, and now I'm main eventing.
We have come to the point where greatness has reached the pinnacle. The Andre the Giant of the Schmoedown is in the main event of the Schmoedown Spectacular. You are looking at the next wonderful first ever rookie singles champion, Ethan Irwin. And today, Ethan, you get to take out the proverbial Hulk Hogan of the Schmoedown in John Roca, who is a great champ.
Ethan, I've seen him come and go. I've seen them all come and go. The newcomers coming in. You're one of the best. No denying that. 7-1. You won that tournament. You TKO'd Dan Murrell. You beat Clark Wolf, who I've never faced. You've shown what you can do. But coming for the belt is a whole nother ballgame, son.
You are about to make history tonight, and I'm honored to watch this happen. The first ever rookie to hold the Schmoedown Championship.
And Jay Washington, you can run your mouth all you want. This is real life stuff now, kid. This ain't no game. This ain't no fake indie promotion at some garage somewhere. This is the real deal. So you ain't gonna rattle me, you ain't gonna affect me. I'm here to win this damn match. And I'm gonna pick you up, Ethan, and I'm gonna body slam you like Hogan did Andre in WrestleMania 3.
I mean, it's insane to me. The fact that I've just made it to this point is incredible to me. The fact that I got to go up against and lucky enough I was able to beat great people like Clark, like Murrell, like Chance. I mean, it was
all
awesome.
a great competitive route. Everybody was good.
See, I've had 3 years of people not believing I can do it. And then I do it, and I prove them wrong. You know why? Because as one of the greats once said, I'm the best there is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. You better mark me down.
I'm going to say this as nice as I can to the Outlaw with so much respect. You have put in work in this league. You have busted your ass time in and time again. It is appreciated. It is respected. But what you're also going to respect is that your time is over because now it's big time. Big time Ethan Irwin, who is going to be, for the next time for me to repeat it, your new Schmoedown champion.
It's big time. It's showtime.
Just like you saw in the beginning of this video, there's intimidation going on. Jay Washington really wants to be the manager, the first manager ever to take a singles player to the championship. Trying to intimidate Rocha face to face. They went. A lot of comments being made between the two of them. A lot of conversations. Rocha wants to prove himself. Irwin wants to be the best. Irwin wants to leave as the rookie champion. Rocha wants to defend something he's never done before. He wants to defend the title.
He's got the belt right now. Will that be the case? 5 rounds and maybe a sudden death from now. Here's my favorite part of the match. I'm going to open a Coors Light, lay in a hammock while you list off their notable accomplishments.
All right, so the notable accomplishments. Ethan Big Time Irwin is the 2018 Ultimate Schmoedown winner. He has 2 3-game winning streaks this season. Victories over Lon Harris, Drew McWeeny, Mark Andraco, Dan Merle, and Clark Wolf. Rocha is a 2-time champion, former team champion, wins over Bibiani, Merle, Riley, and he is also an Ultimate Schmoedown finalist from 2016 against the man sitting next to me here today.
Oh, is that true? Well, yeah, look, they both have notable accomplishments. They faced and defeated a number of luminaries in the movie trivia Schmoedown galaxy. We're talking about the New York Giants. Your team is terrible, but they have some history. Bill Parcells said, this is why you lift all them weights. This is why you do all that stuff. And if I was going to give the competitors any words of advice, it'd be from the great Lawrence Taylor. Just go out there like a pack of crazed dogs and let's have some fun. I'm ready, Christian.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, all right, Mark, it is time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
One more of these, my man.
5 rounds for the movie trivia Schmoedown Championship of the World. Introducing. Oh, here we go. Yeah. All right.
He was waiting for that.
Good to see you guys. It's been a great event.
All right.
It's been a great spectacular, hasn't it, guys? But, Christian, I want to give you a break for a moment and allow me to do the duty.
Go ahead.
Introducing first, he is the 2018 Ultimate Schmoedown winner. He is the challenger, and your next reigning, defending, undisputed, being the Outlaw Schmoedown champion, ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Big Time
Challenger, big time, sitting down, and that was, I gotta tell you, that's a good hype man doing a good job.
And I gotta thank Jay Washington for saving Christian's golden throat when we needed the most, yelling at Rocha in round number 4.
And his opponent, representing the 5 Horsemen, led to the ring by Matt Nost, Mark Riley, with a record of 11 wins, 6 defeats, and 3 knockouts. He is the reigning, defending, undisputed movie trivia Schmoedown 2-time champion of the world, the Outlaw, John Rocha!
There's Riley. There's here. John Rocha. There's the champ. There's the champ. The crowd cheering him lustily.
Yeah, he's a big, look, he's very, there's cheers, there's boos, there's people screaming and yelling, and people are going nuts. He's earned this spot. This is his first main event at the Spectacular, and he's with Nost, he's with Riley.
Greets both of them, and now it is the mano a mano as soon as Jay Washington, Ethan's manager, is excused. He's looking at himself, and I believe he just planted a kiss on his screen LED cheek with his index finger.
Yeah, it's true. Rocha is standing there, and Washington trying to give him a handshake. And Rocha,
I don't think Rocha sees him, Christian, is the issue.
He's putting his belt up first.
Yeah, he doesn't see Jay standing right there.
I don't know. Does he? Maybe he's not playing into the game.
He's not looking at that
He's not
direction.
playing into the games. The handshake, he's not going to shake Jay Washington's hand.
I don't think he sees it.
He doesn't.
I don't think he sees
He's
the
not
hand.
buying it. He's not.
There's a man right next to you that wants to.
Are we ready for the match?
Oh, all right. Doesn't want to shake that. Look, he doesn't. Roka does not buy Jay Washington's niceness, so there you go. And Washington seems to be just okay with it.
That's the way that John Roka wants it. Now, John Roka, Ethan Irwin, they shake hands, and I thought it was really classy of Ethan to buy Jay Washington the last Ninja Turtle shirt that is in triple XL.
Yeah. All right.
It used to be mine.
All right, here we go, guys. So we're getting to round number 1, championship match. 5 rounds for the championship. Mark, how's it work?
He said 5, so pace yourself, gentlemen. In round number 1, it's going to feel like a normal round 1. You're going to hear 8 different questions from 8 different corners of the movie trivia Schmoedown Spectacular 3 Galaxy. Each question's worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 1. As soon as you hear a question, write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard. After about 15 seconds, we'll address you by your name, show your answer to your camera. At the same time, you verbalize it into the microphone. I'll remind each competitor of your 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the 5-round match. If you're not sure you heard a question right, you need to buy yourself some time or just want us to repeat it, you want to make us work a little harder, use a JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to use at any time during the 5 rounds. It's Roka, it's Irwin, and I'm ready to go, Christian.
All right, so here we go. Round number 1, the champion, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Challenge, are you ready?
Always be closing.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! All right, category 1, fantasy sci-fi. Who starred as the biology professor and former soldier Lena in Annihilation?
You know what? I'm a little distressed.
Why?
We don't have any more matches to call.
I know, 5. Don't worry, we have a lot of
Natalie Portman.
Big announcement coming. 3, 2, 1. Roka.
Natalie Portman.
Yes, it is. Ethan.
Natalie Portman.
Yep.
Your next category is in the world of thrillers. These are movies that are thrillers, not the Michael Jackson album. Your question: what 1962 thriller starring Frank Sinatra and Angela Lansbury follows a prisoner of war who is brainwashed into becoming an assassin for a communist conspiracy? So, yeah, there's no more matches after this.
Big announcement.
Okay. Am I making?
The Manchurian Candidate.
No. 5.
Do I have the floor?
4. You're leaving the show. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Ethan.
Manchurian Candidate.
Yes, it is. Roka.
Manchurian Candidate.
Yep. 2-2. Next question. Animated films. Burt Reynolds voiced the character of Charlie B. Barkin in what 1980s animated film?
The late great Burt Reynolds.
That's right. Florida State. 5.
Nominated for an Academy Award.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All
John
dogs
Roka.
go to heaven?
All dogs go to heaven?
Yep. Ethan.
All dogs go to heaven.
Tie game.
That is indeed a true fact. Your next question comes from the category of crime movies.
I don't believe in it.
Crime films. And your question is, what 1992 crime film stars Robert Redford, Sidney Poitier, and River Phoenix?
The late great.
For you. The late great River Phoenix. Burt Reynolds was nominated for an Oscar. Who did he lose to?
This. 5, 4,
Robin
3, 2, 1. Ethan.
Sneakers.
Yep, Roka.
I like them. Sneakers.
Tied up.
Never heard of that film.
But he knows sneakers.
Famous actors and actresses is the next category. Who stars as San Francisco cop determined to find the underworld kingpin who killed a witness under his protection in the 1968 film Bullet? Needed that.
You ever see Sneakers? I rented it like 9 times, fell asleep every time.
I saw the box. 5, 4, 3,
Steve McQueen?
2, 1. Roka.
Steve McQueen.
Yep, Ethan.
Steve McQueen.
Tie game.
All right, the Cheryl Crow song continues. We move on to the world of comedies. Ha 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 ha. And your question is, who directed Dirty Rotten Scoundrels? You know, we could be accused of being dirty rotten scoundrels, not in these get-ups,
No
am I
way.
right?
No way.
We going out tonight?
Yes. 5, 4. It's a true story.
Witty
3.
retort.
I said
Is
yes.
that Frank
2.
Oz?
You're lying.
1. I'm telling the truth. Ethan Irwin.
I said Penny Marshall.
It's incorrect.
John Landis.
No.
Looking for Frank Oz, the voice of
Oh,
Yoda.
my gosh. Tie
No
game.
perfect round for us.
It's a tie game. Murmur in the crowd.
Yeah, that's right.
They both missed, yeah.
Made the movie he did.
Yeah, so nobody going taking advantage. Next question, action adventure. Who plays the highly skilled career criminal Chris Shirless in Michael Mann's Heat?
Speaking of heat, getting hot in here in this.
Enough is enough, huh? 5,
Get up.
4, 3,
Val
2,
Kilmer?
1. Roca.
Fuck, Val Kilmer?
Yep. Ethan.
Val Kilmer.
Tie game.
Alright, they're back on the correct answering train, and we move on to our
One more
final
chance,
question.
one more
because
chance.
both competitors have missed. They're not going to be allowed a bonus question, but you do have one more in this round. It's a Patreon question, courtesy of Michael Campbell. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Campbell. Michael Campbell supporting the movie trivia spot on Patreon. You can check out the Patreon, select which tier is right for you. Maybe we'll say your name on an upcoming match. Michael Campbell wanted the category of dramas. And boy, what a fitting category for this match. His question is, to close out round 1, who played Stephen Glass in the 2003 film Shattered Glass? Shoot.
Glass. 5.
I swear these markers.
4.
Hayden Christensen.
3.
Repeat the question.
I can do that. Who played Stephen Glass in the 2003 film Shattered Glass? And then we reference Die Hard.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ethan.
Hayden Christensen.
Yep. John.
Hayden Christensen.
Tie game.
Darth Vader himself.
Tie game. And now that's round number 1 in the books. Tie game in this championship match as we get to round number 2. Here we go. Jay Washington hitting the scenes of shaking hand, letting his competitor know he's doing a good job. All right, now we get round 2. How's that work?
Round number 2 is known as the wheel round. Round number 2, this is a sponsored wheel. It's sponsored by Schmoedown patron Jake Burnham. Jake Burnham, thank you for your patronage. Loyal movie trivia Schmoedown patron, and his sponsored wheel slices today are movie quotes and mixed bag. Thanks again, Jake.
I like this guy. Thank you.
Those are merely 2 of the 12 categories you're going to see. You're going to know this is a championship match, and we do not have opponents or spinner's choice on this wheel. We do have 12 different categories featuring 4 questions each of movie trivia know-how. Once you spin a category, you can either select it or you may use a mulligan. That is Scottish for spin again. And whatever you spin, you have to answer those 4 questions. Each one is worth 2 points. If you need multiple choice, we'll give you options, one of which is the correct answer, at which point the value of the question goes down to 1. Keep in mind, competitors, stealing is available in round number 2. It is a tied game. They both have John Elway's number, but John Roca, you are holding that belt, so you can choose whether you want to spin first or defer to the producerial Ethan.
Well, I'll let Ethan spin first. Yeah.
All right, Ethan will spin first.
He's going to grab the wheel, not the peg.
Yeah, now remember, John Roca.
Grab that wheel.
John Roca has the ability to either choose to have a bonus choice or not have it on there. He chose not to.
He chose not to.
There you go.
He's confident, and Ethan Irwin.
Good spin by Ethan.
That's the benefit of having Jay Washington as a manager. He knows his way around strength training. Clearly it paid off for Ethan.
Look, Jay and Ethan have been a good team so far, and I think Ethan is probably would admit that he's been a good luck charm as well too. So I mean, this has been a
Coming around to disaster movies.
Denzel
Washington.
Denzel, he wants it. He's gonna take Denzel. You take it.
Denzel Washington. All right, Ethan, I'll be asking you questions about Denzel Washington. For those of you who don't know who he is, Denzel Washington is an actor who's watching at home. Hi, Denzel.
Ethan has worked with him.
He watches our show. Big whoop. All right, Ethan. Denzel Washington, you're a close personal friend.
Yes, yes.
Your first question in the world of Denzel, what is his cell phone number? All right. 2 points are not awarded. Roca for the steal.
I'll steal that right now.
Your question, Ethan. Your first of 4 for Denzel Washington movies. In the movie He Got Game, Denzel Washington's character is serving a prison sentence at
New
the
York.
Attica Correctional Facility, which is located in what state?
New York.
New York.
It is in New York. All right. Move on to the next question. In the film Inside Man, who plays Arthur Case, the chairman and founder of the Manhattan Trust Bank?
Christopher Plummer.
It is Christopher Plummer. Him and Julie Andrews were great together. All right, your next question. Penultimate one in this round. What is Denzel Washington's character Troy's job in the 2017 film Fences?
He's a garbage man.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He has not needed multiple choice yet. Enjoying a 6-point advantage over Roca. He can extend that to 8 if he gets his last one right. And that one is, how long does it take McCall to kill all the Russian mob members and Alina's pimp Slavy in The Equalizer?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, 10 seconds, B, 16 seconds, C, 19 seconds, or D, 24 seconds?
C? 19?
C.
It is C for 1 point. 19 seconds, and it took Ethan about that long to run through this Denzel category. 7 points accrued on behalf of himself.
He gets himself a 7-point lead here on Roca. Now, if Roca can get himself a perfect round here without going to multiple choice, he can take a lead. But if not, he's got to just try to catch up here with Irwin, and he wants to hit something that he's good at.
You just want to spin something you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Here he goes. Because keep in mind, we do have a round right after this. Crowd is live.
Crowd is live. I'm liking it.
And you just get the feeling it's going to be betting round or it's going to be speed round. That's why they're in these championship matches. It's coming around. It was looking like it's going a little too fast for family films.
No, it looks like family.
Is it going to be
Ridley Scott? Ridley Scott. Does he want Ridley Scott or does he want?
Spinning in and testing fate. It's so interesting seeing the different strategies when spinning a wheel. Clark Wolf gets that little ramp up. Roca just walks up to it like it was his kid that he was punishing. That wheel's been through a lot today, and it's not done spinning just yet. Still the betting round to determine. It's not going to be family films. Could it be Ridley Scott or even sports movies, Christian?
Sports movies.
Yes.
All right, sports movies.
Let's see what happens.
All right.
Let's see what happens.
All right, John, sports movies. You got 4 questions in the realm of sports films here. Sports movies. Here we go, John. All right. In Hoosiers, who plays Shooter, the assistant coach struggling with alcoholism?
Dennis Hopper.
Correct. All right.
2 points, 5-point lead for Ethan.
Before playing Foggy Nelson in Marvel's Daredevil, Eldon Henson played Enforcer Fulton Reed
Mighty
in which
Ducks.
Monkey film?
Mighty Ducks. Mighty Ducks.
Jesus.
Mighty
5,
Ducks.
4, 3.
Multiple choice.
A, Mystery Alaska. B, Miracle. C, Goon. D, The Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks.
Crap. Goon.
Incorrect. Ethan, your choices are Mystery Alaska, Miracle, Goon, or The Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks.
For 1 point. All right, next question here.
All right, 15-9. That's a big steal for Ethan.
In 2004's Friday Night Lights, what musician plays
Tim
an
McGraw.
abusive and alcoholic father?
Tim McGraw.
Yes, it is.
Okay, he's back. The outlaw is back.
All right.
Him and McGraw, same hat.
All right, here you go. Which WWE legend portrayed Patricia Clarkson's oldest son in the 2010
John
Samuel
Cena.
Goldwyn sports drama Legendary?
John Cena. John Cena. John Cena.
5, 4, 3.
The Big Show.
It's incorrect for the steal.
Triple H.
For John Cena. Damn. John Cena.
John Cena.
So Ethan gets
Marine.
himself a 4-point lead over the champion right now as we get into round number 3. Round number 3, Roca had a strength, but it didn't work out for him here. Still down by 4 as we get into the betting round.
And as it turns out, that was Roca's last spin at the wheel, probably for this year, because Ethan Irwin is in the lead. He's going to be spinning the wheel one more time in the betting round. Ethan's going to spin it. It's going to land on a category. Whatever category it lands on, that's when we need the competitors to wager an amount of points from 0 to 3. Spin away, Ethan.
There's the spin by Ethan.
They're going to get 1 question from this category. If they answer correctly, they gain the amount of points they bet. If they miss it, they points. And Christian, we've seen this so many times be the determining factor in a championship match. If it goes Roka's way, we could see ourselves tied going into the lightning round. Is it Denzel again?
No. Disaster movies.
Disaster movies.
Disaster movies it is.
So disaster movies, so what we need each competitor to do right now, write down your bet from 0 to 3 points of how confident you are in disaster movies. We will now ask the disaster movie question that will determine whether you win or lose said points.
All right. What was the profession of Gene Hackman's character in the 1972 disaster movie, The Poseidon Adventure?
Okay.
All right, so the question is how many points here?
The question is, do you even need to go to a 5 count?
We're going to find out. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Teacher?
1. John, how many points?
2.
And you said?
Reverend?
And Ethan, how many points?
3.
You said?
I said preacher.
Preacher and priest?
Yeah.
He says
Yep.
priest. So both. Give it to both of them?
Yeah.
All right, we'll give it to both. Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So answer was, it has priest here, but we're going to give it to both.
Thank you.
We're accepting the answer. It's a man of the cloth, for God's sakes.
All right. So, that being said, Ethan Irwin has himself a 5-point lead going into the speed round.
It's the speed round.
5-point lead over the champion in the speed round. And now we get to the rules. How's that work?
In the lightning round, it's also known as the buzzer round because each competitor has a buzzer in front of them that might determine their fate and where that belt goes after the next round, round number 5. All right, Christian, everybody's set. So Ethan and Roka, they know the rules of the game. You're going to ask the question. I'm going to make the ruling as to who buzzed in first. They have exactly 2 seconds to answer it. If they get it right, they gain a point for their side. If they get it wrong, they lose a point off their total. Without further ado, Roka, you good?
Yep.
Ethan, you good?
Yep.
Let's do it. Here we go.
Who plays Jim's father in American
Eugene
Pie?
Levy.
Roka.
Eugene Levy.
Yes. All right. What was the title of the 1996 sequel to Escape from New York?
Escape from L.A.
Escape from L.A.
Yes. Who voiced Mike Wazowski in Monsters, Inc.?
Roka.
Billy Crystal. Yes. What actor won Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars for his performance in
Rylance.
Steven Spielberg's Bridge of Spies?
Mark Rylance.
Ethan. Mark Rylance. Yes. Last one. Last one. Who plays PFC Hirschberg in the war film Inglourious Bastards?
Is that Sam Levine?
Is he in this room?
Is that Sam
Take a
Levine?
chance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is Sam Levine.
That's it. This event is canceled. Both men are dismissed. None of this. None of this.
Please go see. Nice to see the former champ here. Sam Levine. Surprised no one took the shot. Surprised no one took the shot. Ethan knew it, but he didn't want to take the shot.
That's right.
All right, so it's a 5-point.
He was the Bear Jew. I didn't know what his last name was. So I was like,
Roka kept himself in there, though. It's 5 points. 5 points. Irwin has a 5-point lead going into the championship round. All right. So, Mark, this is it. 5th round here. Ethan has used 1 JTE rule. Roka has used none. They both have their challenges. How does round 5 work?
In round number 5, each competitor is going to give us a series of numbers. You can range from 1 to 20. Give us 3 numbers. Each number corresponds to a different movie trivia category. Don't worry, there are no questions about freaks and geeks. The first number you give us is a 2-point question. The next one is a 3-point question. The last one, should we make it that far, is a 5-point question. John Roka, you are the favorite. You are the belt holder. You're the current champion. However, you find yourself trailing Ethan Irwin by number 5. So, Ethan, if you would produce 3 numbers for us to select your movie questions from.
17, 1, and 7.
17, 1.
Can nobody count in a correct order in this entire show?
John Roka.
6, 8, and 20.
Thank you, John Roka.
6, 8, 20. All right, so the champion will go first. He is trying to avoid the TKO here and make Ethan answer points. So, John, you chose category 6. Category 6. That. Fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. All right. Here we go. Who plays Colonel Richard Strickland in The Shape of Water?
Michael Shannon? I think that's Michael Shannon.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Michael Shannon.
Correct. All right. To tie the game. To tie the game here, John, you have category 8, 90s movies. 90s movies. All right. Here you go. Who directed and starred in 1994's Reality Bites?
Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller.
5, 4, 3.
Ethan Hawke.
It's incorrect. Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller. So he still trails by 3 here, Christian. And now it suddenly all comes down to the 5-point question. If Roque hits this, he's going to force the hand of Ethan Irwin.
He is going to try to answer it again. If he hits it, goes back to Ethan. If he misses, Ethan Irwin will be the new movie trivia Schmoedown champion and defend the title in New York against Dan Murrell. But John, your 5-pointer, biopics. All right, here you go. Biopics. Who plays head engineer Paul Stafford in Hidden Figures?
Jim Parsons. Jim Parsons. Jim Parsons.
5,
Jim Parsons.
3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Who plays head engineer Paul Stafford in Hidden Figures?
Jim Parsons from Big Bang Theory.
5,
Jim Parsons.
3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Last one. Or is that the second?
Come on,
That's the
Roca.
second one.
That's the second one.
Second one.
Who stars? Sorry. Who plays head engineer Paul Stafford in Hidden Figures?
Jim Parsons.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Kevin Costner.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout and movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Ethan Big Time Irwin.
Jim Parsons.
Jim Parsons.
Jim Parsons from the Big Bang Theory.
Ethan takes the title. Ethan is the champion. Murrell versus Irwin in New York. And Ethan Big Time Irwin is the champ. Rookie takes the belt. 8 wins, 1 defeat, and another knockout of a legend here. What a career so far in just 1 season by Big Time.
And you talk about the ultimate deciding question, the answer being Jim Parsons. He's the star of the Big Bang Theory, and it was a big bang here today. All 6 matches culminating with a memorable one here. We see the belt change hands. I don't know if it's ever going to leave the offices of Ethan Irwin. Bob Downey Jr. is going to get to autograph it. Jude Law is going to get to autograph it. Denzel Washington is going to get to have dinner with it. That belt is going to see new frontiers thanks to Ethan Irwin. But hats off, literally and figuratively, to Mr. John Roca for being such a worthy champion and holding the belt proudly like he did.
It was a tough match. Ethan Irwin is just that good. He has beaten a lot of legends already. Clark Wolf, Dan Murrell, McWeeny, now John Roca. This guy is for real. Now Dan Murrell, who has already suffered a defeat to Ethan Irwin, gets a chance to not only avenge that loss, but he gets a chance to become the 3-time champion if he can beat Ethan in New York. But as we saw today and the tournament, that is not an easy task.
That's right. Well, going to be a very tough task, and she's been doing it admirably all day long. That is our own Jen Sturger. She's going to have an interview with both Ethan Irwin, the winner, and John Roca, the fallen, right now.
And we are here with your new champion, Mr. Ethan Irwin, Jay Washington. You've got to be ecstatic. This is the first competitor you have championed all the way to singles.
I am beyond ecstatic. I am excited. I almost ran a victory lap around the entire
Don't
studio.
hurt yourself.
But I probably died, but after 2 laps. But I do personally have to give a whole lot of respect to the outlaw John Roca. You fought an immense battle, but Hogan fell to the giant. I am so happy for you. I can't say nothing bad about Roca. I'm real nice. It's been nice being here. It's nice being around Ethan. And we're going to New York, baby!
Channel 6, here we come. It's going to be great. Cannot wait. No, I'm super stoked. This is crazy. To be able to go up against him, man, that was insane.
Ethan, let's be real. Your road through this whole tournament has been insane. You have faced some of the biggest names in the game. Wolf, Merle, Roca. I mean, who can't you take out?
So far, just Mark Andreyko, I guess. It's been the only one. No, honestly, it's been crazy to go up against all these people that I've been watching for many years, and to be able to face them and to be able to come out victorious, it's an incredible feeling.
I have to hand it to you, Ethan. You've had such an amazing performance in stepping on the scene and been an absolute force. You have to be in contention for Rookie of the Year.
You damn sure do.
I hope so. Look, Mara is, pretty incredible.
Was a great competitor, a great Intergeekdom champion. Sad loss she had early, very sad. But this man ran through the tops greats of the league. Granted, I'm not saying Jason Inman was any stepping stone, Mike Kalinowski, Rachel, anybody. But Ethan Irwin did something that nobody in this league has been able to do. Nobody. And that itself should put him as the front runner for Rookie of the Year.
Absolutely. Well, I guess we'll find out in January when the awards come out. Guys, I'll see you in New York.
And Player of the Year, too. Rookie and Player of the Year. Think about it. Took down Merle, took down Roca, took down Clark. These are some greats he's taken down. So, I'm going to put this back on this man's shoulder.
Oh, thank you.
That's where it belongs.
And at least, Ethan, you don't have to campaign for yourself because Jay's going to do all the talking for you.
Super stoked about that, guys. Super stoked.
Congratulations on a well-fought victory today, and look forward to seeing you in New York.
Thanks. Looking forward to it. Thank you, everybody.
And I'm back with the Horsemen and John Roca, your former champ. Why is your head hanging down like that? You guys go out there and put on performance after performance. I know you're one of the most passionate players in the league.
Yeah.
Today's not the day to hang your head, sir.
It's a tough loss. I won that belt. I wanted to take that belt into New York, come out, face Dan to wrap up this trilogy of ours. It would have been fantastic, but it just wasn't my day. Ethan was focused in, had some good answers. The sports movie kind of threw me. I mean, the Mighty Ducks, I guess I'm going to have to watch that movie at some point, so that might help in the future. But
Colton Reed, major crush of mine, just saying.
There you go. But
if only you were a 12-year-old girl, you would have gotten that.
Fair.
I'm surprised there was no Remember the Titans in there, man.
Yeah, where was that?
Who could forget them?
The thing is, the irony is I put sports movies on the wheel because I really had studied sports movies so strongly, but for whatever reason, those two questions did not come up in any of the quizzes I studied.
John Cena?
Yeah, I know. I just didn't remember him in that film. I didn't even remember that film, to be honest with you.
It's not his fault.
Yeah, thank you. I should have challenged that, and I should have asked for an actual sports question. That's sports entertainment question. But that being said, no, it was a good match. Ethan's a fantastic competitor. It's no shame to lose to a great competitor like that.
And it was a fun match to watch.
Well, I'm glad people enjoyed it. I wanted to say an apology to Sam Levine for not knowing that he was Hirschberg, but other than that, I thought we were all right.
I don't think Sam remembered his character's name was Hirschberg, so it's fine. But he didn't write that question, by the way. I did.
Oh.
Don't blame him.
Damn it.
Don't blame him, comment section. That was on me. Anyways.
Yep.
I know this has been a long season for you.
It has.
It really has. It's been peaks, it's been valleys, and there's been a lot of emotions involved. What's going through your head heading into next season?
Well, I shake this loss off. We'll see how I feel afterwards. I put a lot of my heart into this thing this year, and there were times I wanted to walk away from it because it does take a lot out of me, but I love it too much. I owe the Outlaw Nation too much. I owe this game too much, and I owe my boy Christian Harloff too much. I love this game. I love it to pieces. I'll probably play it till I'm dead. But looking on to next year, here's the deal. What do you know about me? I do not stay down for too long, do I? I don't hang my head and fall down and stay down. I get the F back up. So Ethan Irwin, big time. Enjoy New York, son. Enjoy the belt. Sleep with it. Make love to it. Take it on a trip. Put it in the hot tub next to New York, because I'm coming for it. And Jay Washington, you're finally back to winner. Congratulations. 1 out of 20. What percentage is that? You suck, son. And I'm gonna kick your fucking ass too. So just get ready. Get ready. Enjoy it. Enjoy Christmas. Give it a present, Jay. You know what? Take it out for New Year's Eve. It's not gonna matter, because I'm gonna take that belt off of him, and I'm gonna make you cry, Jay. I'm gonna make you cry in front of me. Anyway, I lost the belt, man. I lost the belt. Exactly. Don't ever doubt the Outlaw. I'm coming back in 2019 even stronger than ever.
I knew you were going to cut a promo on me. Anyways, what's next for you guys? I know you're hyped for 2019, and I can't repeat everything you just said, but what's next for you? What's next for the Horsemen? What's next for Top 10? What's next for everybody?
Well, the Horsemen, I don't know. For me, gentlemen, I am saying goodbye to all of you out there. I am hanging up my proverbial hat. Yeah, you know, it's been a long time, and I think you guys, let's lose the dead weight. You know?
Oh, don't say
the guy
that.
that's anchor, you know, it's like when the sail goes down, it was helping before, but now it's a sea anchor and it's just slowing you down. That's what I feel like I'm doing over here, gentlemen. That's what I feel like I'm doing. That's all right. The passion that he had is what the competitors in this league should have. And it's what all of you out there respond to. Man brings heat every week. Riley brings heat. Merle brings heat. They all bring heat. Guess what? It's time to let these flames just rise higher. Do I know what I'm saying right now? I don't, but I'd like to thank all of you out there for watching. You have no idea what it means to everybody that cares this much, all the people that put in the work behind the scenes. I will miss all of you, but at the same time, please continue to support, watch, and help all these people grow a league that's going on the road. It's going to do all these amazing, crazy things, and I will be on the sidelines heckling, telling Christian all the terrible things he's doing. That's my job now, and I'm going to look forward to it, but I'd like to thank the two of you, Dan, Inman, all the fans out there. You guys all have been fantastic, and this is my last soft shoe, so I hope you enjoy it.
Well,
Wow, that happened.
I lost that now. Jesus. I had feelings that I had a feeling that he was kind of on the fence about it, and Matt's got a lot on his plate right now. Top 10 still continues, that's for damn sure. But, if he wants to walk away or step away from the horse for a bit, I never made anyone join, and I'm never going to make anyone stay. And so we'll see what happens with the Horsemen going forward. Still got Riley, I still got Danny Boy, so we'll see what we do in 2019. I'm sure there are a lot of competitors out there who want to be part of the Horsemen.
So does this mean you're taking applications?
I think I am taking applications.
Huh. Well, that's a development. Thank you so much again. It's been an absolute pleasure working backstage with all of you this entire season. Thank you so much to Mark and Christian for giving me this opportunity to work with all these amazing people. I hope you guys have enjoyed Spectacular. Thank you for letting me be a part of it. I'm gonna go cry now because apparently that's what I do. All right?
She's the best. Give her love. She's the best. Give her love.
We'll see you again in 2019.
That's right. It's been an honor, Jen. It's been an honor. A true honor.
Back to you guys.
All right, as we get back here to obviously John Roca, heartbroken, and then what about the announcement here too? And it kind of couples on Matt Nose stepping down from the Movie Trivia Schmoedown and letting his friend know from a long time that there is no more top 10. That team is done. So it looks like the Founding Fathers will be a team going forward here. John Roca, though, bummed, focused on just trying to get back on the horse. He just doesn't, you could tell he was bummed, but Ethan Irwin, excited, wanted the championship, and now he's focused on New York. He likes to play the game. He wants to play the game, and now he's the champion defending in New York. It's a hell of a season.
The spotlight didn't intimidate him, and just for us on this side of the ledger who have to deal with the bottom line of dollars and cents here at the Schmoedown, Ethan Irwin has plenty of frequent flyer miles that he can use to get himself a ticket to New York. We don't have to worry about that expenditure, buddy, but in all seriousness, John Roca, we thought we'd see history made today. We did not expect to see history sealed between him and Matt Nose, but great players of the game, great friends they will always be. And John Roca, what does the future hold for him? Well, we're not sure. Hell, we don't know what's going to happen about a whole lot next season, but we do know that season 6 is going to be bigger and better than anything you've ever seen yet. And until then, we get to enjoy some holiday tidings. And before we go any further here, I would like everybody in our studio, what a great crowd we've had today, give our crew a big hearty round of applause. Just working their tails off all day here today. And I've been teasing it. I've been telling everybody, I've been letting everybody know that there are huge plans for season 6, that there are new things for season 6 coming. And I sat down in the Collider Live podcast studio to have a conversation with you all, and this is going to be a nice message to really detail everything that's happening next season. Here you go. Well, thank you, me, and thank you, Mark Ellis. And thank you guys out there for a wonderful, wonderful season so far. I mean, it's been absolutely incredible.
what a spectacular, a new champion, two new champions, defending champions. I mean, it was just an amazing event all the way around, and thank you to everyone that made that work. Thank you to the amazing crew that made it work, and that's really where this announcement starts to go in. Because I think sometimes when people watch videos and they see on YouTube, which is they're so used to seeing things, they don't realize how much goes into it and how much this particular event. This was over 3 videos, a lot of hours of work, and a lot of people coming in on a Saturday to make sure that this content went up. And as you guys may or may not have known, this has been funded by myself and Mark here, the Schmoedown, through Patreon this year. Now, the deal was last season, that myself and Mark would fund the Schmoedown if we were going to put it on Collider. Collider would provide the studio, would provide the workers, and we would have to provide the rest. We would have to pay for everything else, and that went into a lot of different things. Now, here's the big part of the announcement. I'm going to start off big to let everybody know. This video, this match, will be the last match that airs on Collider Video. We will be moving the show off of Collider Video, and it is returning to the Schmoedown YouTube channel. I cannot thank Mark Fernandez and Collider enough for helping bring this show to everyone. Saturdays now will be when we shoot these matches. It's a good thing because we have time from 9 to 6 o'clock now to shoot these matches. However, what it also means is now I'm renting the Collider studio and paying for the workers. So it's a big risk. The expenses go up tremendously. And what does that mean? So here's what I'm going to let you know. The first thing I want to ask you to start off with Patreon. And what does Patreon mean to Schmoedown? And how important is it if you're not familiar with it? If you think that this event that you just watched is spectacular, or the countless amount of matches that we've done for you so far this year, if you think those are worth $12 for the entire year, $1 a month, if all of you guys out there who are watching this video right now decided that this show was worth $1 a month, we'd be doing this show for a very long time. It's that simple. There's writers, there's editors, there's all the competitors, there's stuff we need to do for the studio, and now there's rent, now there's someone to run the Patreon, then there's live events, and we'll get to that in a second. So with the rent situation and being risky to rent a studio, it's a big cost, especially in Hollywood. It's a big cost, and it's a risk, like I said. But we believe in order to make it grow, we need to do that. So how do we offset it? So here's what's going to happen. Now, there's going to be some people who understand. There's going to be some people who don't. And we understand that, but this is how it's going to go down. The singles division will air every Friday on the Schmoedown channel, 2 p.m. You can see the singles division. It'll be there every Friday. Inside Schmoedown with Ken Knapsack will be returning, and it will air a day early for the patrons at the $1 tier and up, and then it will air on Schmoedown a day later. We don't know exactly what day yet, but that will be coming back. Teams and the Inner Geekdom division will be on Patreon. They will air on Tuesday for the $2 tier and up, and then they will air on Wednesday for the $1 tier. However, all of the audio for the teams and the Inner Geekdom and the singles will be available to everyone. So if you decide, I just don't want to be a patron, I just don't want to do it, you can listen to them in your car, you can listen to them at the gym, they'll all be available, and we'll have that link for you guys once the new season begins. So once again, singles on Friday, Inner Geekdom and teams will air on Tuesday for the $2 patrons, Wednesday for the $1 patrons. There's a lot left. Exhibition matches. Right now, if you are part of the $10 tier, you get the exhibition matches right away when they drop. 2 weeks later, $1 tier and up will get them. Player commentaries and early matches, they will also be available at that $5 tier, the early matches and player commentaries. January exhibition match, get ready for this. This is the $10 tier and up, and then again, 2 weeks later, $1. The Schmoes will be coming out of retirement for exhibition to be facing, one time only, reuniting the Patriots. The Schmoes versus the Patriots in an exhibition match will be the January match. That will happen at the $10 tier and up. All right, really big change here. We announced the live event. We sold it out in 3 days, and people really want the live events, and we are trying something really big next season. we're going to attempt to live stream the New York event. That's right, we're going to live stream the New York event, and here's how you can get it. If you're already at the $10 tier, you're going to get it. You'll get the live event for that night. If you're not a patron, you just want the live stream for that night, you can watch it for $2.99 the night of. You don't have to be a patron. That night, you can watch Dan Murrell and the new champion, Ethan Irwin, go at it in the main event. Chance Ellison and Janine on the undercard there. Plan is for us to start streaming a lot. So we're starting with the live events. This is kind of like the guinea pig to see if it works. So that's why we're just going to give it to the $10 patrons right away. So the plan for the live events in general, we are going to, New York is the live event in January. In February, we're going to debut a brand new show. It's called the Schmoedown Throwdown. It's going to be 2 matches. There's going to be post-credit scenes, the end scenes, a full-on show. Think about it as our SmackDown, if you will. It's going to debut in February. We will also be able to live stream that one. If the New York live stream goes well, February will see the creation of the $11 tier. Now, here's what's on the $11 tier once February begins. This will be the live stream tier, and at this tier, you will get every live stream that we do. So if we do a throwdown and a live event in the same month, you get them both. If we do a special live stream event, you get them both. If we do 3 live streams in the same month, you get them all. If you don't want to be part of Patreon, it'll be available at the $2.99 for a one-time purchase. Now, live events. Here is the goal. Once again, January will be New York. February is the throwdown. March is going to be big. We are aiming for March in LA to do the free-for-all at a live event. That is the big one. April, we're looking to come to Chicago. We're aiming at San Diego Comic-Con. We are aiming at Orlando. We're aiming at New York again. So these are the plan. Those are the goals. That's the plan. If the live stream is successful, it will shape the future of the league. And I wanted to let you know the initial plan and let you all know exactly what was going on and how it was going to happen. So, once again, this is why I tell you, I get it. When you're watching YouTube videos and you're just used to it, it's like, oh, you know, now it's $1? Why is it $1? This is a full-fledged show. It's not just me and Ellis sitting in front of a Rocky poster anymore. We're trying to build a show. We're trying to build new competitors, new shows, new ways to get to come see you. People want us to come to Australia, to England. This is how we shape it. The live stream, the $1 patron, the $2 patron. I'm telling you once again, if everybody who is watching this right now just signed up for that $1, we're set for a very long time. So thank you once again. Thanks for joining the spectacular. All this stuff will be made clear again. Check out the triviasd.com. I'll have a whole post on exactly how next season is going to work. But thank you again to Collider for providing everything that they did. Schmoes Know, go subscribe to the Schmoes Know channel now. That will be where the home of the Schmoedown will live. YouTube.com/Schmoes Know. That's where it's going to live from now on. Thanks again to Mark Fernandez. Thanks again to Collider. And thank you guys for enjoying the spectacular. Back to me and Mark. All right, Mark, so like I said in the video, just to reiterate, as you saw those stuff, next season, I'd like to thank Collider for everything that they have done so far for the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Next season, the singles division will live on the Schmoes Know channel. It will be there. We will be taping from these studios. As I said inside of that entire video, there's more there. Go back and listen to it. A lot of things to happen. The streaming, the movie Trivia Schmoedown, Throwdown, all of it. It's all in that, and we can't wait to see. And we really, like I said in the video, it's really because of you guys. It's really everything that you guys have done and been able to support us. That is how we make this work. So thank you to our patrons. If you, like I said in that video, if you enjoy this, if you think that it was worth it, go on over to next season. Help us get this thing bigger and better. All the competitors here, all the crew, everybody that puts their heart and soul. For the hardcore fans, we're going to do bigger and better things next season, and we want you guys to come along on the ride with us.
Yeah, you know, it started on the road when we were both in Alaska, one of the earliest forays in Schmoes Know history, and now 2019 appears to see Mark Ellis and Christian Harloff as the Schmoes Know back on the road once again, partner. It's been a hell of a ride thus far. I look forward to us gassing up the old Toyota Prius and driving to New York City.
All right, for everybody here, for you guys, for the champions, for the new champions, for the former champions, for everybody, next season, once again, you want to see Murrell versus Irwin for the title in New York? Well, you can come see it. Schmoedownlive.com. Schmoedown.com. Get the tickets now before we are sold out. It is only a month away. January. That's right. That's when it's all going to take place. Thank you to everyone once again. I don't know if Finstock will ever find his mask. I don't care. So, guys, thank you. Appreciate it from Mark Ellis, Christian Roloff, and the whole damn crew. Schmoedown Spectacular 3 was everything we could have hoped for, and it was all because of you. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.
And to all a good night.
Well, amazing. Awesome. Fan-freaking-tastic. All great matches. First, I want to say congrats to Ethan on winning the belt. Much respect to you, Outlaw. You'll always be knocking at the door, though, at the top of the ranks, so you'll bounce back. Congrats to Kalinowski on winning the belt. Mara, take all the time you need, get healthy, get well. Well, whenever you want to make your return, we'll all be ready to see you compete again. You're an awesome player, great individual who I had the privilege of interviewing. Much respect to you. Christian is the chairman. Emma, a commissioner. We'll see how that factors next year. Alex Damon, congrats on defending the belt against Ken Knapsack. Great match. Dan Merle, congrats on beating Clark. Gonna be awesome to see you take on Ethan at the live event. That your first match was, I'm sure it didn't go the way you wanted to, getting TKO'd by Ethan, but I think you'll put in a better showing at the live event. See if Ethan's able to, defend the belt. And last but certainly not least, congrats to the Shire Wolves. You defended the belts. You shut everybody up. Nobody can say you're paper champions anymore. You are among the greatest teams ever, bar none. Can't be disputed no longer. Ben Bateman and Riley were on a great run, and you took them down. So, gonna be awesome to see what you guys do next year, who you're gonna face next. Now, Christian, Mark, I want to address this, because I've never really spoke about it, because I felt bad about the whole situation. Now, you launched this Patreon at the beginning of this year, and I wasn't able to join the Patreon. And believe me when I say this, I felt bad about that. But I've been having a lot of financial troubles up and down this year. I get in the hole, then I start to get out of the hole, then I get back into the hole. Things are turning around for me now, and I'm glad that they are, because I can't not join the Patreon. This can no longer be the case. I must join the Patreon now, because, I gotta see all these matches. I can't not see teams and Inner Geekdom matches. It's not possible. I can't allow that to happen. I run the reaction page, reacting to these matches, so I gotta join the Patreon. It's as simple as that, so yeah, that's gonna happen. I'm all in. I get it. This thing, it's not cheap. And you guys do incredible work. And you deserve it. So yeah, in the new year, I will be joining the Patreon. That, I can promise you. You can take it to the bank. So, yeah, I'm all in. Next year, it's going to be crazy awesome. But I'm excited for it. So, to Christian, Ellis, everybody behind the scenes, the competitors, thank you. This was amazing. You all rock. Yeah. And if you like my reactions, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. All 3 of my videos. You mean the world to me. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. I love this. Not just the Schmoedown, the Collider brand. I love it all. But if you like my reactions, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Christopher Woodburn. You can find me on Twitter, Chris Woodburn83, Facebook, Christopher Michael Woodburn. And if you do Schmoedown reactions, trailer reactions, come join the MTS Fan Reaction League on Facebook. It's a lot of fun. So until next time in the year 2019, unless we get a movie trailer or something, this is your boy C-Dub. Peace.